Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. If you guys are liking the content and it's helping you guys out, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give me a like at the bottom, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be trying to upload at least 2 to 3 times a week, giving you guys content that you guys can use and apply in your life. So today I'm going to be doing a what's in my gym bag, or what's in your gym bag, however you want to say it. I don't carry too many things in my gym bag just because I don't think a lot of things are necessary. Keep in mind, not everything in this list is necessary for everybody. It's going to be based on individual and what your goals are. So for me, I like doing a lot of bodybuilding and powerlifting. So the equipment in my bag is going to be tailored to what my goals are: getting stronger and getting more lean muscle, and not somebody else's goals. So it only makes sense for me to have these things in my bag, or if you do powerlifting and bodybuilding. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna go over is I have bands. So bands are really good for working out. However, I don't use them too much to work out because it's really hard to track your workouts with bands. So I usually end up just warming up, getting everything loosened up, getting my shoulder, doing some shoulder rotations, and just warming up the arms, warming up the legs in certain ways. That way you can get ready for the workout. But these aren't really for anything major, so they're absolutely necessary. But I do recommend having them. They're very cheap. I think they're like $10. So you could definitely have a good pair of bands in your bag, and that would help you out. Okay. So the second thing we're gonna go over is a bar pad. So bar pads are also very affordable, very cheap depending on where you get it. This one, I gotta say it was $10-12, something like that. Very inexpensive, and it's very useful. I don't use these for squats. I use it for hip thrust. This one is a little thinner than normal, but this one does work really well. When you're doing hip thrust, you definitely can't do lots of weight, and it's gonna be really hard on your hips to do any kind of hip thrust without a bar pad. So this does definitely help out. So if you do hip thrust with the bar and a lot of weight, I definitely recommend having one of these. If you don't have one, you can pick one up on Amazon. This specific one, they're all about the same. There's maybe some that won't have more padding on it, and if you want more padding, that's fine. This one's a little bit thinner. This is the one I use. Okay. So the next item is very important for me, but it's an Inzer belt. This is a lever one, so it's specifically for me to the size medium. This belt is one of the best belts out there, and it's definitely important for me because I do have a back issue, which I'm definitely treating. Doing physical therapy currently, but to protect my back for squats and deadlifts, the Inzer belt is very good, very thick. I believe this is if I'm mistaken, the 10mm, 8 or 10mm lever belt. And basically what this is going to allow you to do is create more intra-abdominal pressure while you do deadlifts and overhead press, squats. And what that's going to allow you to do is actually create more intra-abdominal pressure and protect your lower back while staying tight the whole time. I also find that it helps me without the whole movement of just staying tight overall with all the movements I do. So it protects your back, helps you stay tight, and it also is just great to have on other things if you feel like you need it. Now, if you're on a machine or you're doing bicep curls, something where you're not engaging your back like a squat, then they're not very necessary, and you can take off the belt. But if you're doing 300 pounds on the back squat, this is something that you definitely want to have if you are worried about hurting your back and you want to protect it. Okay. Now the last thing isn't here, but I usually these are more optional things. So I usually have some kind of wraps, which I don't use as much anymore, just because I don't feel like I need them. I don't have many wrist problems, but if I feel like my wrists are kind of hurting that day, I'll do wrist wraps. They can be very helpful on the overhead press, on a bench press, and yeah, so that's something that you can definitely also pick up. Very affordable, only about $10, and they're not gonna break easily. They're usually made pretty well for what you get. And the last thing would be chalk. Okay, so I usually do liquid chalk. I'm out right now, but it's definitely very good to hold on to the par when you're doing heavy weight. So if you're doing very heavy weight, you want some kind of chalk to make sure you can get that weight up. Okay, it's gonna help you get sweaty hands, and when you're trying to lift heavy weight, it's very easy for your hands to slip, which can not only not let you get the lift, but also be very dangerous when you're exercising, when you're doing lifting, when you're lifting weights. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. So just about 5 pieces of equipment that I use. Like I said, these aren't all necessary pieces of equipment. These are the ones that I use mostly in the gym. That just help keep me safe, help with protection, and help me lift more weight in the gym indirectly. And yeah, if you guys liked the video, you thought it was helpful, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel. I also do online coaching, so if you're interested in that and you want to work with me individually, one-on-one, you feel like you've been struggling, you're not really getting it right now, go ahead and apply. I don't work with everybody. You do have to have some experience because it is online. It's not one-on-one like I'm used to, which I have been doing for the past 2 years. It's online, so it's a little bit more independent within the client. So yeah, if you're interested in that, go ahead and apply to that down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.